Hello everyone, and as expected, New South Wales has gone into another week of lockdown, but I guess the Australian market is having an immediate rally as everyone always thinks buy on a lockdown news. It's just been the continual pattern of the Australian stock market, and we've seen it once again on this occasion. Perhaps why I'm standing in such a rocky environment, however, is that things do look rocky for stock markets going forward and commodity prices and currencies. I expect the US dollar will continue to strengthen, whereas the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 were particularly heavy last night relative to the tech sector, and that's likely to continue. In New South Wales, the lockdown extended, as I said, will definitely begin to bear weight upon the local economy and the national economy too, because it is a very interconnected national economy. What was interesting about the US stock market behavior overnight, which was quite extreme, up, down, was that the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 remained far heavier than the tech sector. And I think there is cause for concern there that downside risk will continue. The oil market is the big one of interest though on the day. We've certainly seen the market there come off its highs in rather spectacular fashion. And unlike equities, the oil market has remained particularly heavy. So I think we could have actually seen a top in oil. And I mean a top from that massive trend we've seen from sub-zero prices on that one drastic day we saw about a year ago, all the way up here into the high 70s, and now looking to pull back. We've seen some other people forecasting $90, $100 for oil. I actually think it might have already run the course of this trend, and there is downside risk as low as 65 would be a potential target. I guess the ultimate stretch to the downside target would be around that 61.50 area, which is around 15% from where we are now. So I'm just saying oil can correct 10 to 15%. It sounds like a big call. It is a big call, particularly when market sentiment is so bullish. But what we're seeing in OPEC is a kind of unraveling potential of that oligopoly of oil around the world. And if that unraveling continues, a lot of those OPEC members will see this as an opportunity to increase production and seize the opportunity of these high oil prices while they still can. Meanwhile, it's all added significantly to global inflation pressures, and there's going to be increased pressure on central banks to raise interest rates just as economies come off their stimulus booms and begin to slow. Clifford Bennett, Chief Economist, ACY Securities.